Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced from alexmercedcoder.com, and in this video, continuing on our Express EJS build, what I'm going to do in this video is we're going to add some functionality to that like button. So we're going to make it that when you click that like button, and at this point we've already done our 7 RESTful routes. So any routes we make beyond this is just basically our application specific routes. There's no convention anymore. We can do it however we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a GET request, so that way we can use A tags to keep it simple. Because all I'm really going to do is just add 1 to the like count of that puppy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first create my route, so I can think through what I want to do as the route. Now I want to make sure it doesn't collide with any of these other routes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do router.get, and again, always keep show on the bottom because it'll eat up pretty much anything else. So the add 1 like route. So we'll say router.get, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say it's going to be /like/id. Okay, so basically you're liking this dog of this ID, and then we're going to create a function, and it's going to get an error because I haven't made this controller yet. Puppy controller.like. So I got to go make a like function. See, it's giving me an error because I haven't made the function yet. Cool. So let me go add this to the list of things. Const like equals an async function, rec res, you type enough of these. Okay, rec res, and then what happens here is I just want to increase the like by 1. Okay, there is a way to just increment things by 1 in Mongoose, which would probably be the easiest way to do it. So I'm going to look up, I think it's like inc. Here we go. Update 1. An update 1 command with the ID as the query selector. Videos 1. That's not quite what I'm looking for. It is, but not the explanation I'm looking for. Object, query prototype. I just want to see the arguments. Return. Okay, I get it. Returns a. Okay, the document. Oh, this is if we have the document selected. No, I want to do it off the model. Because I want to do like puppy.update. Not I don't have to query the puppy, then update it, then hit save and all that stuff. So I want to do it off the model. So let's do updating. Okay, update 1 name. Okay. Insert. Okay, so I think the way this is going to work, not too bad. So again, I'm going to grab the ID. So grab the ID. Const ID equals rec.params.id. Then I am going to increment the dog's likes. So the way I can do that is I just do find await find by ID and update. I'm going to pass in the ID. That's when I want to update. And then the second thing is the update. So then what I just do here is I just say, hey, I want to increment, which just means I'm going to increment by 1. Okay. And then here I'll specify the field I want to update. So I want to increment likes, and then I want to increment likes by 1. So whatever likes is, it'll increment it by 1. Although I think I may have too many or too few curly brackets. Why doesn't it like that? Oh, I have to put like a colon here. That's an object. Okay, so there basically I'm saying increment. So this, again, anytime you see these $ signs, these are like little like query things. Okay, and I think those are going to be more like in the Mongo documentation than the MongoDB documentation. So if I look up like inc Mongo, see the way it is like it's $ increment and then this is the field you want to increment, and then the amount you want to increment it by. Okay, and then there's a bunch of different ones. So you can see here, like, there's a whole bunch of different things you can do, like get the minimum, maximum set. There's a bunch of stuff you can do in Mongo. So this is just a simple one. But that's what all it'll do. It'll just increment it by 1, and then I can redirect them back to another page. So redirect back to main page. Okay, await res dot redirect slash puppy. There we go. That should do the thing, but again, I gotta export it. So like gets exported. Okay, and now we're back up and running. And now I need to link to that. I need to make those buttons link to that route. So here's my like button. So I'm gonna say a href equals, okay, slash puppy slash like slash equals puppy dot underscore ID. Okay. And I want to do the same thing with the one on the main page. So I'm going to go back to index. Oh, that is an index. So let me go back, copy that, and put it in the show page. And replace this like button with this. And that should be all good to go, because again, I try to name things consistently, so that individual puppy is going to be puppy wherever I refer to it. So in that case, I can just copy and paste stuff like that. I don't have to worry about, oh, did I make sure all the variable names match? This is why it's nice to have like a consistent way of thinking about your variable names. So when it's an array of puppies, it's puppies. When it's just a single puppy, it's puppy. You get the point. So if I go back to here, I'll refresh. So let's try to like a puppy. Oh, the server's not running. Why not? Model dot cannot run without a. Okay, I'm assuming it didn't like the way I wrote that route. So let's go back to the controller. Take a look. Oh, I forgot to write puppy. Puppy dot find by ID and update. There we go. So let's go back. Let's try this again. That time it worked. But if I click on another dog, and now that puppy's likes are up, incremented by 1. Okay. Now let's do something fun. Okay. Let's make it where a puppy might be gold if it has like 10 likes or more. Okay. Just to show you how to use like an if statement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the index page. Okay, and then this article tag, I'm going to pass it a class. And then in here, I'm going to say, I'm going to use EJS. And I'm going to pass what's called a ternary operator. It's like a little mini if statement. So I'm going to say, hey, if the puppy dot likes is greater than 10, I'll say greater than 5, so I don't have to hit the button too many times. Is greater than 5. That's what the question mark means. Means if this thing is true, then I want you to put the class of gold here. Otherwise, put the class of brown. Okay? And then that's what that says. Basically, if it's greater than 5, puppy likes are greater than 5, it'll get the gold class. If not, it'll get the brown class. And then let me close that off. There we go. See, you can, and again, all I'm doing is using just JavaScript. You could also use an if statement. I could have also written this as an if statement. I could have done this. I could say, if puppy likes if puppy, the Ternary Operator is just a better way of doing this. There we go. Okay. I would just use that for things like this. So again, this is the if. This is what happens if it's true. So I put that there if it's true and put this there if it's false. It's just a lot cleaner looking. Okay. Now I need to actually create those styles. So let's go over here and style it CSS. let's create a brown class. So that a class is with a dot, so dot brown. And if it's dot brown, it should have a border of 3 pixels solid brown. And if it's gold, it's going to have a border of 3 pixels solid gold. Okay, so now if I refresh this page, see now every puppy has a border, although all of them have gold, so that means I messed up my if index.ejs. If puppy likes is greater than 5. Let me see, did it actually inject the whole? Let me see here. What are we seeing inside these puppies? Oh, it's actually putting the whole thing there, so we didn't interpret that right. Okay, so let me think. How do I want to modify that? Oh, I see why. I put that in the wrong order. There you go. Okay, so let's try that again. And no, I didn't like that either. Brown is not defined. Oh, okay, it thinks it's a variable because it's JavaScript, so it has to be a string. So I need to put the quotation marks in there. But I need to use single quotes because I use double quotes on the outside. So put that there. There. There we go. Let's try that again. And there we go. So you see most puppies are brown. Now if I like one puppy enough, so I'll just keep liking this puppy until it hits 5. And see, once it's over 5, it becomes yellow. So you can create conditional styles. Say, hey, you know, when this thing is true, then this thing will get a different class that styles it differently. Okay, and all I did was put a ternary operator in the class and just say, hey, if this is true, give this class, and if not, give this class. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the final video where we'll just do some more general styling.